Hey, what's going on, everybody? Verdi here with another Race Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to go over Royal Guard. In my opinion, he is probably one of the best epics in the game. He is a epic attack high elf champion, and I think that he's probably one of the best damage dealers in the game overall because of his hit points percentage move. So let's go over his abilities here and see what he does. On his A1, he attacks one enemy and has a 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense buff. That can be a 65% chance and 70% chance with Mastery Sniper. This is really nice. A1 defense down, and this move hits pretty hard, so not bad at all. And then we have attacks all enemies. On his takedown, damage increases according to enemy max hit points. This is the high damage move that I was talking about. Moves like Cold Heart and takedown that damage is based off of enemy max hit points are very good and hit very hard, depending on how high the boss is or the enemy's hit points are. So the higher you are in dungeons, the more damage this champion is going to do, or this move is going to do. So I would say that Royal Guard is probably more of a mid to end game champion, just because he's going to be more effective that way. I'm not saying that he's not good in the beginning of the game, but I probably wouldn't 6-star Royal Guard first if I had other options. And then on his A3 here, Hamstring, it attacks 4 times at random. Each hit has a 60% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Each hit also has a 60% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 25%. The decreased speed here is nice. It can hit 4 different enemies, so this is very good. This can be used on Spider, all dungeons, all this stuff. This move is actually very, very good. You do need accuracy for it to land. So in the beginning of the game, if you cannot get accuracy on Royal Guard, it's fine. But do try to aim for accuracy down the road, because he does have debuffs, and those debuffs are very nice, and it's nice when he lands. And it's very useful when he lands them. His aura increases ally attack in dungeons by 35%. This is also very good, especially if you have like crit rate max, so you don't need Bad L or something like that. He can definitely be used as a dungeon lead to increase your damage by quite a good amount. So let's go over and take a look at his masteries, artifacts, and stuff like that. This account that I play has 2 of them, so we're going to go ahead and use this account because I want to show how 2 of them work together. They have the same masteries, so typical offense path here, getting some extra damage. This is really nice for when he first hits the enemies, and crit damage down here at the bottom. On the support tree, I kind of just got a little bit. I got an Evil Eye and some extra accuracy and Sniper. So my personal Royal Guard has a lot of accuracy. We didn't go for accuracy on this account. He has a lot of crit damage, 75% crit rate, because we have a Bad L lead, and then a good amount of attack. For artifacts, we're pretty much just looking for crit rate, crit damage, and speed, whenever we can get it. I have offsets because I just found the best gear that I could get with crit damage on it. The results are pretty good though. 309 crit damage is not bad at all. 4,200 attack, 75 crit, like we said before. And then the second one isn't really fully done. It was kind of like a first Royal Guard type of thing. He still has decent gear though. We have well, his attack is kind of low. Well, that's right, because we're rocking a little bit more defensive build with this. All right, so let's go ahead and run him in a couple of dungeons here. Use him on Spider. We use him on. Let's go ahead and not do that. We'll do Bad L. Let's see, where is it? In the vault. Alright, so yeah, we'll do Bad L, Venus. We just recently got Draco, so he's not geared. Draco's a really good option for this as well. And then we'll run one of the Cold Hearts. This one will do. And we'll run both of the Royal Guards. So this can run on auto. I'm just going to run it on... Oops. It runs very good on... This team will run super good on auto once I can get the Royal Guard to kill all the Spiderlings in the beginning. Until then, when we're farming it, we'll do it like this. Oops. I guess it works on auto too, probably. We'll see. It does. But yeah, once we can get the second Royal Guard to kill all the Spiderlings, the Coalheart will use Heartseeker. But we need the second Royal Guard to be a little bit faster. So even here, with me failing, they do a crap load of damage to the spiders and the big spider. Okay, let's go ahead and run Dragon. We use two of them here. Battle as the lead for the extra critical hit rate. And then Venus, of course, for the defense down and weaken. As you see here, Royal Guard is awesome at clearing the waves. I think Venus got resisted there a little bit, or else we would have killed, we would have just straight out killed him. But it doesn't matter. This way works out fine too. Sometimes Royal Guard will die, but that's what Arbiter is there for, to just pick him back up. And I don't really want to build Royal Guard with less damage, because I kind of just use him for like speed runs. So I kind of have him built as a glass cannon, and then have Arbiter there to pick him up. But you can also use Gore Grab or Duchess. There's definitely other ways to go about this. I wish that the Royal Guard didn't use takedown there on just one enemy. That would have been really nice, because right there the dragon probably would have been dead, or really, really close to dead. But I guess that's all right. We can't expect the AI to be really, really smart. Alright, so not the fastest run, because, you know, sometimes they do silly things, but it's pretty fast nonetheless. 58 seconds is the best time that I got with this team. If you can get a Kymar with Royal Guard, it's really nice, because you can reset the abilities on the second wave and do the same thing you did to the first wave, making your times a lot faster. Alright, so we can go ahead and show him in Ice Golem as well. Pretty much you use Royal Guard to clear waves. Otherwise, it would take a lot longer. This way, with Royal Guard, he pretty much chunks most of the health off the enemies, and it works nicely. This isn't by any means the fastest team, and we just got Draco, so we're probably going to replace that. But this team doesn't really fail. And it runs around 2 minutes or so, so we've gotten fast times, we've gotten some slower times, but honestly, most of the time, it's like right around 2 minutes or a little bit less. Alright. He dies there because of the reflect damage. And he's probably going to die again, yep. But it's alright. That's what he is here for. He's here to clear the waves. If you have like Madame Sari or someone that removes those debuffs that reflect damage, it'll work really nice, because then Royal Guard won't kill himself. But either way, if you have Duchess or Arbiter or somebody to pick Royal Guard back up, Royal Guard is a very good option for that. You can also use Lysandra and control the enemy so that way they don't get a turn. Or use an AoE provoke like Molly has, or Umbral Enchantress, or something like that. But this is the way I deal with it on this account. Is it kind of like the best gear champions that I have for this. So, like I said, I'm just happy with it really not failing. That's kind of what most people have issues with on Golem, is they fail some runs because somebody dies on the second wave and then the boss is not inconsistent. But with this particular team, even if something goes wrong, Ally Protect is up from Monster, and then Monster, even if Monster dies, we can get Duchess to pick Monster back up. So yeah, a little bit slower run here. But honestly, not bad for Ice Golem 20. We can go ahead and take another look at Royal Guard's artifacts. But as I've said before, I think he's one of the best damage dealers in the game and one of the best epics in the game in general, just because he has a lot of utility, he does a lot of damage, and he's overall useful in pretty much every part of the game. The only part of the game I really don't use him on is Fire Knight because of the affinity. He does not do well against Force Affinity. Royal Guard weak hitting is not really the best way to go. And once again, just a quick look at the masteries. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Please leave a like and a subscribe. And I think that's going to do it for today's guide. And I'll see you guys in the next one, yo. Peace.